Hi, welcome to Chiefkirk Outdoors. Now today I've got a couple of things I'd like to share with you. I just got a new toy I'm wanting to try out, and this is it right here. Now what this is just a little bitty propane stove. Ain't big as nothing, is it? And folds up like this. And if you fold it correctly, it makes a little stand like that, which I think is kind of neat. And it's got the little valve here. Now I bought this from Wish. I just got it in the mail a couple of days ago, and I only give, as a matter of fact, I saw it today. My memory's not that good, but it was less than $5. I'm thinking it was $4.80 some cents, and just a buck or so for shipping. It wasn't very much at all. Now, one of the reasons it's probably cheap is because it does not have an igniter on it at all. You got to use something to light it with, which is no problem at all. But anyhow, I'm gonna try this out. Now I went to Walmart and bought a small can of the fuel for it, and this just screws on, hopefully. Just like this. And we'll see how that works. Now, what I'm going to cook with it is something else I wanted to share with you. I'm going to fix something that is overlooked by an awful lot of people. Now, nobody's paying me anything to do a commercial here, so I'm not doing a commercial. I'm just telling you what I've found and what I like. This Quaker instant oatmeal, apples and cinnamon. Now they make this in different flavors. They make strawberries and cream, they make maple flavored, they make several different flavors, and they're all absolutely great. This happens to be my favorite. Now, one of the reasons that I got hooked on eating this every day is not too long ago I had a heart attack, and my heart doctor told me I should eat oatmeal every single day. So I start my morning every day with some oatmeal. Now, this also is absolutely wonderful to take camping with you. You can put this in your backpack, and I'm going to show you. Oh, by the way, I want to if you can see that little heart right there, this says heart healthy. And it must be because my heart doctor recommended it. It comes in little packets like this right here. And you can put a whole bunch of these in your pack and not take up hardly any room whatsoever. So it's real handy to have. All you need for this is something to heat it with and some water. That's all you got to do. Now here's a trick that I learned. It tells you on the back 2/3 of a cup of water. Now, old dumb old me, for a long time, I took a measuring cup and I measured 2/3 of a cup. I did that for a long time. Well, my son, who is a lot smarter than I am, we were camping one day, and he said, I asked him for a measuring cup to measure this with. He said, "Dad, look on the back of the package." Well, if you look on the back of the package, there's a green line right there, and it says fill line. So if you just use this little packet and fill the water into this line, or if you like it a little soupier, add a little more, that's all you got to do. You don't have to have a measuring cup. It's amazing the things you learn in your old age. Anyhow, this is what I'm going to do today. first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water and it even gives you a line, tells you to tare here. Now if you'll stand by 1 second, I'll be right back. Now I've got a bowl, which is one of my favorite eating bowls. It's what I normally eat my cereal or my oatmeal out of every morning. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in here, just like that. Then I'm gonna take my water and I'm gonna fill it to the fill line. Which is just right there. And I'm gonna pour it in my canteen cup. Now, it's just a little bit windy coming and going here today. Wind is coming and going. So I brought my windscreen out. And I'm going to use a lighter. You could do this with a ferro rod, but I'm going to use a lighter. And here's another thing I want to share with you. This lighter is not a Bic lighter. Now, I'm a big fan of Bic lighters like most everybody else. But this particular one is refillable. You can refill this one. And if your flint runs out, all this pulls right up and out, and you can actually replace the flint. So instead of throwing this away, you can redo it if you have a mind to. Now, I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so you can see better at what I'm doing here. And I hope you can see all that okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And it is going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot it back in here, out of the wind. Now that's the first time I've tried to see if that would fit on there, but it is fitting on there just fine. So, I'm going to let that go for a little while. And I'm going to make sure it's centered on there as best I can. It shouldn't take but a minute or two for this thing to go ahead and be boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you off and let this cook, and when it gets right, then I'll bring you back. Now, I didn't time this, but I've got a real good rolling boil going. So I'm going to shut it off. And if this is not too hot, which it's not, it is kind of warm though. Use this to help out a little bit. And I'm going to pour this in my oatmeal. Just like that. Now, I brought a spoon out with me. Now, I've got a plastic Yuko fork spoon combination that I normally use when I'm out on the trail. But today, I'm using a spoon. I want you to see this. I think this is kind of neat. I found this at a yard sale. Actually, I found a set of them. That twisted steel spoon, I think that is just as slick as it can be. I like that. So, what I'll do is, I'm just going to stir this up, and then I'm going to let it set and cool. Well, it shouldn't take too long because it's kind of cool out here. Alright, now we play a little waiting game. I'm going to tell you folks, this stuff is delicious. Stand by. Folks, thank you for spending some time with me today. Now, I'm going to enjoy this. Man, that is some more good. I really like it. I hope you'll like it too. I might want to remind you also that when you buy these things here, most of the time the store, especially Walmart has them in a great value, which they're a little cheaper that way. But actually, I'd rather pay the extra for the Quaker because I like the flavor of it a whole lot better. You might, you may not. Give it a try. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. I did, and I'm enjoying this too. Don't forget, tell somebody you love them because they may not be here tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.